Hello everyone, it's Scott. Welcome back to Project Ozone 2 Titan Mode. Yep, so I made a platform for the activation ritual. So let me come over here and grab the sigils that I have been extracting from the loot bags over in the mob farm area. So what I'm going to do is when it's time to activate the ritual, I'm going to drop off a pigman that I grabbed from the nether here in this in the safari net, where the safari net was also gotten from loot bags, and then I'm going to kill him on top of the altar, which should activate all of this dirt into cursed earth. At that point, I'm going to make sure that I'm using my Botania ring of magnetization to grab up all the dirt and basically use that to upgrade my mob farm to a auto spawning or continuously spawning mob farm. So let's make sure I get rid of all the light sources at this point. Yep, it looks dark. Let's shift right click. Too early, must make a sacrifice of midnight. So that really means within the last half hour plus or minus midnight. So redstone circle on a enchantment table as an altar, and clear view of the sky and surrounding dirt. Alright, so let's get ready to hit them with my +9 shiny pickaxe. So it's now glowing, so it's activated. Let's dump him off and kill him. Alright, great. So grab ourselves a piece of vein miner. Got it. Awesome. And that's how we do it. So 49 pieces of cursed earth. Got all my redstone back, and all the monsters, the super monsters, all dropped into the void. So that's how. So now I'm going to use this cursed earth to upgrade the mob farm. So I did a little bit more exploring in the nether, and so I found some nether iron ore as well as some nether ferrous ore, and so I ended up just burning this down here in the furnace in order to double my ore blocks. But I'm not going to grind them down this time. What I'm going to do is come over here to the runic altar, and I'm going to get ready for iron seeds. So we've been grinding through quite a lot of Benicio and have worked our way up to Imperio. So 4 iron ore and a Benicio seed in a runic altar will give us iron seeds. So let's make sure I actually hit the 4, hit the altar. So let's take 4 of the Imperio essence, throw that in, as well as a seed and a piece of living rock. Great. There we go. So that'll start transferring mana from our mana pool. It really shouldn't take that long, I don't think. Though I will need a wand of the forest as soon as this is done. Okay. So alright, that took a fair bit of time. So throw the living rock on top and hit with the wand. Bam. Alright, and there's our first iron seed. So I'm going to do the same thing with the ferrous ore, just to make sure that I can, with nickel and iron, I should be able to make Invar directly. So let's grab another seed and, well, run through this process again. Okay, throw down the living stone and whack. Fair nickel seed. Awesome. So I'm going to go plant these and upgrade them to 10, 10, 10, and I will see you soon. Alright, I'm back, and so there's been a little development on the island. So my partner's name is Insane Draxon, and he's not that familiar with YouTube recording. So I'm going to wait till the next episode to introduce him live but he has been working on irrigation while I was working on upgrading the mob farm to use cursed earth. So we have expanded to 10, 10, 10 iron seeds, copper seeds, nickel, and I just got to the point where I made redstone seeds and gold seeds. And so a lot of these require pretty high level essence, and so I've done that by upgrading to the to the master infusion stone right here. So probably by next episode we're going to be working on pneumaticraft and at least getting started. So it turns out that you can use fuse wood to which I gathered from the nether. When you chop down fusewood logs, it creates an explosion effect, and that explosion can be used to trigger the compression of compressed iron into regular iron and compressed iron for pneumaticraft. So down here we have our first induction smelter, and so I haven't actually used it yet, but I'm going to because of all these ores, as you can see. So I have a stack and a quarter of osmium ore, so I'm going to create the seeds so we can pump out some 10, 10, 10 seeds. And but for the most part, we're going to start grinding stuff down into in the raw materials. So let's check in on the invar. Bada bing, invar block. Okay, so I need 4 of these to make invar seeds. So let's check in on that. So I'm going to need Imperio Essence, and this is working out pretty easy at this point. So grab 8 stacks of Minicio Essence, throw it into a crafting table, and that is pretty simple, though I would like to find some way to automate this. But as soon as I'm able to get the ME system up and running, I'm definitely going to investigate that. So 4 Imperial Essence as well as 4 blocks. So let's head over here, pick up another seed from our original crafting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that seed. There we go. So just let that charge up, and then I'll revisit once it's full mana. And yeah, so things have been going pretty well. So with the invar, the next thing I want to do is upgrade this leadstone jetpack to the next stage. So let's take a look at that. So it should be the hardened jetpack. It's going to require quite a bit of invar. So I'm probably just going to take a cut and do that. Yeah, you can see here how I should probably also whip up a copper seed as well as the redstone seeds. And yeah, and so then we would probably also need a harvester, which in order to gather the material. Though this is looking pretty wicked here with needing dark steel. So dark seeds are coming from dark steel blocks, which means I'm going to need to make quite a bit of this with molten dark steel. Let's navigate here, and yeah, how come I'm not able to get to the oh, this formula, okay. Interesting. So it looks like we're not able to craft it. Nah, here we go. Induction smelter. So we're going to need to take obsidian and real steel in order to make dark steel. So I can probably work on that off camera because we're going to need to make a steel seed soon. Yeah, that's going to be a challenge and a half. Yeah. So steel seeds are going to be steel blocks of steel, and then Imperio. Yeah. So that's definitely going to be a grind. So let me take a quick cut and see what I can accomplish. Okay, I'm back, and I've been a little busy here. So you can see that I now have redstone, Invar, glowstone, enderman, coal, lead, silver, tin, osmium, and platinum seeds. So all these are 111s. I have not gone forward to develop them. My gold is in progress over here at level 799. So that's developing quite well. And what I'd like to do next is work on a uh, pulverizer. So let's bring that up because it's actually not that complicated of a formula. So pulverizer is going to need flint, copper gear, a redstone reception coil. So let's make one of those, and a piston, which I think I should just be able to pop out like such. Okay, there we go. So with that, I should have all the pieces to make a basic pulverizer. So with the pulverizer, I can mash down coal in the and with that, let's go over to steel. So steel ingot formula has a couple different paths, but one that I've been looking at is this guy with the pulverized charcoal plus iron. It's going to give us a steel ingot. So since steel is now, iron is now a seed, the next thing I would want to make is the steel seed, which at this point should be uh, 4 blocks of steel. So 36 ingots at 4 coal piece. I'm going to need a ton, 144 pieces of coal of pulverized charcoal, and with that, it's going to be quite a activity. So I can at least start grinding that down to make the seeds. And at this point, let's head back up and take a look at the jetpack. So I don't think I'm going to do that live, but since it is a lot of back and forth, and I'm not even sure that I have most of these recipes going. Now, I was able to make a Fluix crystal, and with that, I want to make a charger. So the applied energistics charger in this case is pretty simple, just 5 pieces of iron and 2 Fluix crystals. So I can take that. Now, the Fluix crystals I can now grind down and make. So to make Fluix seeds, I'm going to need to pulverize our. Here we go. Pulverizer with a little bit of RF becomes Fluix dust. Fluix dust plus sand becomes Fluix seeds, and then that, of course, will grow until it makes regular Fluix crystals again, and then the Fluix seeds are going to need these blocks. And so the only way to do that, unfortunately, is to make lots of regular Fluix, which is basically charging a bunch of crystals. So I can fortunately do that. It's just going to take a lot of combining, which isn't all that interesting on camera. Alright, so I'm coming up on the end of crafting the hardened jetpack. So at this point, I should have enough to finish off the hardened thrusters. So let's take care of that and then let's head back upstairs to our agricraft area. And I think that if I put these in here, yep, hardened thruster and hardened thruster, and then that should combine with the existing leadstone jetpack, and that should give me tier 2. Awesome. So let's plug that into the charging table and let that guy build up. So the base has advanced quite a bit since the last time I checked in. Just spent about 2.5 hours crafting. So let's take a look around now that I have the jetpack and do a little bit of a base tour. So we've advanced a lot in Botania, but only because of creating seeds. So we were able to basically make a compactor like I did in the first round, and so we're up to quite a bit of cobble at the moment. So the transfer node is extracting with world interaction upgrades into the compaction chest, and that's working out pretty well. Yeah, we're just venting off the creosote at this point, but the big change is really with the seeds. So let's head up, and here we are with the farm. So pretty cool. We have a ton of seeds, and we have our first harvester. So at this point, we've gotten quite a bit of everything actually. So we're now up to diamond. Emerald is in the works. We have osmium and all the major ores. We have electrical steel and regular steel and dark steel. And I had to go and our server upgraded to I think it's 2.1.8, and so some of my settings are a little bit messed up. I'll probably fix that in between episodes. These are the seeds that are in development. Here's our diamond field, as well as Manicchio. Botania flowers are in development. We're not sure if we need them yet, but we're going to keep working. And so what we have is a item conduit network, which is feeding items out of this chest, which is being gathered by the harvester, and that's working as fast as it can to pump all the stuff back to the compacting drawer, the drawer controller, and then that's what's sending things into the storage drawer network, and we'll just go through and grind them down as we see fit, as we need material. So down to the machine level in the basement. So we've developed quite a lot of machines at this point. So just poor man's transport here, moving lava back and forth in drums. We have the alloy smelter, which we're making pulsating iron with. We have our sag mill, as well as the I made these in between the last, I'm not sure if I recorded that in last cut. I know we had the pulverizer. I don't know about the induction smelter. I made a charger because I thought we were getting close to the inscriber, but unfortunately, if we go and take a look at Fluix seeds, so Fluix is going to require Fluix block, which is going to require the Certus quartz seed, not just the normal Manicchio seeds. And so that is going to require the Certus quartz ore, which we can only get at this point from the laser drill. So we seem to think that maybe we could find it in the deep dark, but we're not ready to craft that portal yet. So we're kind of locked into creating Fluix on the fly. So really the inscriber is the next challenge, and we actually do have an advanced, okay, that's good. An advanced inscriber has a lot of upgrades. I think you can put speed upgrades on the advanced inscriber and really overclock it. So regular inscriber is going to require the atomic alloy from the metallurgic infuser, and so that we can we'll have to burn down more obsidian with diamonds. Now that we have diamond seeds, this should not be a problem. The only problem that is it takes a tremendous amount of RF power, and so what we're doing for that right now is a combination of lava generators and our Stirling generator is still, trying to run, but it's really the this crusher here, which is burning down pumpkins to make biofuel, and then the biofuel is what's running through the generators. Or at least that's our long-term goal, to run that through the mechanism. Let's see here. Where's that go? Here we go with the biogenerator. And so that actually produces a fair amount of material. I think it was 3,000 RF per tick, but unfortunately it's, here we are, biogenerator. So producing 7,000 RF per tick. And yeah, so working pretty well at this point. So I guess, yeah, so there's not much more I have to report. I'll try to do a streaming, I think, or a live recording maybe for the next episode. So it seems like we're not really, I don't know, things are progressing faster than I can really edit them. And yeah, so I think it's working out pretty good, but not in a way that's conducive to me recording. So I think... Right. So the seeds are really boring, and so I don't think it's really worth putting it on camera per se, other than all the other stuff that we're crafting as we run around. But I'll try to do a proper introduction next episode where we can all work together. Right. So I think with that, I'm going to call it an episode here. It's getting pretty late as it is. And sorry if it's so disjointed lately. I'm trying to think of a way to mix up the format. And so I'll see what I can do next time. But for now, if you could please leave a comment or a like. Let me know what you think of this. Or let me know what I could be doing differently. And I will see you next time in Project Ozone 2. Titan mode. Bye.